A very good morning to all my commerce punters. So, I welcome all of you to the second lecture of our secretarial practice, chapter number 6, Directors and Key Managerial Personnel of a Company. So, बच्चे लोग, those who are my continuous regular students, they know that we have already started with chapter number 6 and we have finished with the very first concept of this particular chapter, that is the meaning of directors. What are the provisions and rules with respect to appointment of directors? Also, apart from this, we have finished the different types of directors, है ना? हमने देखा था कौन कौन लोग डायरेक्टर्स बन सकते हैं कंपनी में, what kind of different directors a company has. So जैसे जैसे स्लाइड आगे बढ़ रहा है, आई एम होपिंग आप सारे बच्चे लोग गो थ्रू कर रहे हैं all these points, and जो मेरे रेगुलर बच्चे हैं, they are thoroughly aware of all these points which we had done in our previous lecture. So we saw the meaning of directors, क्या conditions है to become the director of the company, who all can become the directors of the company, and what are the different types of directors a company can have. So बच्चे लोग, in today's lecture now, we are going to start with the next type of topic, and the topic is based on appointment of directors. Now, directors form a very important part of the company. जैसे हम सबको पता है, they are called as the managers of the company, and they are appointed from the shareholders of the company. वो elected representatives होते हैं shareholders के ही. So there are 6 different conditions for appointment of directors, and we are going to cover that one by one. So stay with me, class, and pay attention as I'm explaining you all the 3 types, all the 6 types, one by one, which is really very, very easy. So as you can see, appointment of directors, पहले 3 हिस्से जो है वो है, the number 1, the first directors who are appointed under section 152. Then you have the B, second type, appointment of directors by the members under section 152 of the Companies Act. And then you have point number 3, appointment of directors by the board under section 161. So हम एक एक करके cover up करेंगे बच्चे लोग, what and how this particular appointment is being done. So basically जो हमने first 2 types देखे, उसमें ज्यादा कुछ explain करने के लिए नहीं है. So basically if I explain, the appointment of directors is done as the first directors. जो भी first directors होंगे, they will be appointed under section 152. Then the directors can also be appointed by the members under section 152 again. जो third type है, appointment of directors by the board. Now that is being done as per different types. Now when the board appoints the directors, there are different types of directors which happens as per the board. Now you remember board मतलब क्या? Board of directors. All the directors bring their powers, perform their duties collectively. तो ये जो collectively as a group वो लोग उनका decision लेते हैं, powers इस्तेमाल करते हैं, अधिकार मिले हैं, that is called as board. So as per board, different types of directors are appointed. That is number 1, additional or co-opted director. अब इसमें क्या होता है? This appointment is made by the board. An additional director is required if the board feels so. So they appoint amongst themselves. Casual vacancy. Now pay attention class. Under section 161 subsection 4 क्या बोलता है? Casual vacancy on board arises due to different reasons such as death or resignation of a director, which is to be filled by the board at the board meeting. So मान लो कोई डायरेक्टर का डेथ हो गया है, और if any director has resigned from the company, so there is a vacancy in the company, right? उसकी जगह भरने के लिए कोई होना चाहिए. So this is filled by the board at the board meeting. So the decision to fill that particular position is taken at the board meeting. Such an appointment is valid only up to the time of the vacating director's incomplete term. So such vacancy, such appointment तब तक valid होगी जब तक वो खाली नहीं हो रही है पूरी तरीके से. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नोटिस पीरियड दिया है, मान लो 2 months का, 3 months का. सो सच एन अपॉइंटमेंट इज वैलिड only up to the time of vacating directors in complete term. तो जो मान लो कोई डायरेक्टर बीच में छोड़ के जा रहा है, सो यू कैन से टेम्पररी वैकेंसी होती है. ओके, सो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्पस इट इज वैलिड. Now, what can be the reason for additional director to fill casual vacancy to take assistance in recent vital project? So, आपने देखा there is a relation build up between casual and additional. तो जैसे हमने पढ़ा था कैजुअल क्या, सॉरी एडिशनल क्या होता है, बोर्ड की तरफ से अपॉइंटमेंट होती है. फॉर व्हाट रीजन? टू फिल द पोजीशन व्हिच इज वेकेंट नाउ, बिकॉज कोई डायरेक्टर मर गया है या रेजिग्नेशन दे दिया है. So that is what is the reason for arrival of additional director. So got the connection, class? Okay. The next type of director which can be appointed by the board is alternate directors. Now what is an alternate director? नाम में ही meaning है ना. Alternate means अगर वो director नहीं है, so on behalf of that director you are appointing another director. So board of directors may appoint an alternate director in place of a director who is going to be out of the state where board meetings are usually held for a period of not less than 3 months. तो मान लो कोई डायरेक्टर स्टेट के बाहर जा रहा है and who won't be available for the board meetings. Okay. एंड जहां पे बोर्ड मीटिंग्स हर 3 महीने के बाद कंडक्ट की जाती है. सो इन प्रीवियस लेक्चर वी सॉ ना, 1 साल में मिनिमम दे कीप 4 बोर्ड मीटिंग्स, राइट. सो अगर इस दौरान एनी वन डायरेक्टर वोंट बी एबल टू अटेंड सच मीटिंग, सो उनके बिहाफ पे एक डायरेक्टर को अपॉइंट किया जाता है. This appointment is valid till the return of the original director to the state and also expiry of the term of the original director even if he has not returned. So for example, if the director is going out of the state for a year and मान लो उसका जो time period है that is also expiring for a year, after an year the expiry is happening, so वो expiry होने के बाद this particular director का भी position तब तक ही valid है even if he has not come back. और दूसरा condition is if the director is returned, so this particular director जो उनकी जगह पे अपॉइंट किया गया था, now he won't be appointed, मतलब उनका अभी कोई वजूद नहीं रहा. So understood the meaning? It's very simple. Alternate director. Then you have nominee of an institution. Now nominee example मैं देती हूँ, जैसे you open a bank account, they ask for a nominee ना, कल को आप नहीं रहे, so आपका सारा पैसा अगर आपको नहीं तो किसको जाएगा? So you give a name, you give an appointment के मेरे बदले you can give the money to this person also. So same way the board of directors may appoint any person as director as nominated by an institution under the provision of the act. तो जरूरी नहीं सारे डिसीजन बोर्ड लेगा. So for example, in our previous lecture we saw nominee means certain financial institution, if they think कि ये बंदे को डायरेक्टर बनना चाहिए, so they can nominate that director. nominate करना मतलब awards में आप देखते हो ना, if best actor है तो 3 to 4 persons are nominated, out of which one is selected. So in the same way, certain institutions may nominate a person to become the director in the board. So ऐसा भी हो सकता है nominee of an institution. And all these are possible under what? The third head, where appointment of directors is done by the board himself. Board खुद decision लेता है. Then you have the other 3 types. It can be appointed by the tribunal under section 241. अब ये tribunals क्या है? That we'll be studying in our last chapter, chapter 12. तब आपको समझेगा what is this tribunal word. And then you have appointment of directors by the central government under section 167. And then you have appointment of directors by proportional representation under section 163. So these were certain provisions under which the directors can be appointed. अलग-अलग provisions है जिसमें हम directors को appoint कर सकते हैं. Now बच्चे लोग, we are gonna focus on what are the powers of the director. अगर कोई बंदा director बनता है company में, so what all powers he has got? Powers means what all things he can, वो क्या हुक्म चला सकते हैं, basically what powers he gets. So directors have to work as a team via board of directors. So as we saw ना, board हमेशा अपने decisions collectively लेते हैं, individually नहीं. The board cannot exercise the powers which are required to be exercised by the shareholders in the general meeting as given to them by the act, memorandum and articles. So जो powers shareholders के हैं, भले these people are elected representatives of the shareholders, they cannot exercise the powers which are the powers of the shareholders. तो जो शेयर होल्डर्स के पावर है वो ये लोग नहीं चला सकते, भले ये लोग उनमें से ही इलेक्टेड क्यों ना किए गए हो. Got it? The exercise of powers by the board is subject to provision of the act, memorandum and articles. So whatever powers they are exercising वो act के तहत हो सकता है or it is specified in the memorandum and articles of association. The powers of the directors can be exercised in two ways. दो तरीकों में होता है. At the board meeting by passing a resolution. I explained you all what is the meaning of resolution. When majority agrees by voting or are in favor of a motion. Motion मतलब जो topic discuss हो रहा है meeting के अंदर. And if it is passed by, supported by majority, then it becomes a resolution. तो ये एक तरीका होता है. और by delegation to different committees which are created by the board. कभी कभी बोर्ड अलग अलग committees बनाता है, तो they can exercise their powers through those committees also. अगर उन्हें directly नहीं करना है, so they can do this by delegation to different committees created by the board. Now, what can be the powers of board of directors? Some examples are, if they want to borrow money, if they want to invest the funds of the company somewhere, if they want to issue securities, whether in India or abroad, whether they want to diversify the business, मतलब expand करना चाह रहे हैं, to appoint or remove the key managerial personnel, जो हम अभी पढ़ रहे हैं and which will be learning in the coming lectures. Key managerial personnel कौन-कौन होते हैं? So that we are going to see in our next coming lecture. To fill casual vacancies in the board, just now we saw what is the meaning of casual vacancy. To recommend dividend, dividend पता है ना बच्चे लोग किस पे मिलता है? Shares पे मिलता है. And dividend कौन recommend करता है? It is always recommended by the board of directors. करना है कि नहीं वो decision shareholders का है, लेकिन recommend कौन करता है? Board of directors. Then there are other powers like to appoint the first auditors of the company, to remit or give time for repayment of any debt due from a director. So these are all the powers जो दो तरीकों में exercise करते हैं board. Number one, या तो board meeting में by passing a resolution और by different committees appointed by the board, जो ये particular काम को देखती है, उनके through वो power exercise करते हैं. So I hope बच्चे लोग you are clear with the powers जो मिलती है board of directors को. Now we are going to see what are the duties which the directors perform. Duties मतलब उनको करना ही है, that is their duty, their responsibility ना, जिसके लिए वो लोग directors बने हैं. So this is implied कि they have to do this. So the duties can be divided into two types. One is the statutory duties, मतलब compulsory, special duties which is prescribed by the law, by their job, ये करना ही है. That is called as statutory duties. And दूसरा है general duty. Now statutory duties are imposed by the act. जैसे मैंने बोला, they are to be performed as per the act. Act कौन सा act? Companies Act 2013. तो सबसे पहला, to file return of allotments. Second, to act in accordance of articles of the company. To disclose interest in a transaction. To attend the board meetings. To appoint first auditors of the company. So to file return of allotments क्या होता है? Now return of allotments का मतलब होता है बच्चे लोग, now see, when a company issues shares, ठीक है, the company will receive n number of applications. जैसे एक मान लो जॉब की रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो आपको 10 applications आएंगी, 20 applications आएगी, but जॉब तो एक ही को मिलेगा. So in the same way, many apply to buy the shares of the company, ठीक है ना, but everyone cannot be allotted the shares. तो जिनको अलॉट नहीं किया गया उनको इन्फॉर्म तो करना पड़ेगा ना, भाई आपका नंबर नहीं लग पाया, सॉरी, नेक्स्ट टाइम यू कैन ट्राई। तो ये सारी चीजें किसको देखनी है कि बराबर जिन्होंने अप्लाई किया था और जिनको नहीं मिला, क्या उनको लेटर ऑफ अलॉटमेंट दे दिया गया कि मतलब नहीं मिल सकता, और जिनको अलॉट किया है आर दे इन्फॉर्म्ड by sending different letters that they have been allotted the shares of the company। तो ये सारा काम देखने का लुकआउट किसका होता है, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स। Then I guess बाकी points are self-explanatory. The third one we have already seen, letter writing में अगर किसी डायरेक्टर का इंटरेस्ट है तो he won't be attending that particular board meeting, और अगर उनका ऐसा कोई पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट है कि हाँ भाई ये बंदा मेरे कनेक्शन में है तो आप इससे कंपनी का काम करवाओ या कंपनी में अपॉइंट करो, ऐसा कुछ उनको लगता है, so the very first thing is they should let the secretary of the company know before the meeting. So this we have already covered in one of our letters, so you can go through that. So these are some of the compulsory duties which they have to perform. उसके अलावा देर आर जनरल ड्यूटीज लाइक ड्यूटी ऑफ गुड फेथ, मतलब भरोसेमंद होना चाहिए, कभी कंपनी के खिलाफ नहीं होना चाहिए, गद्दार नहीं होना चाहिए। दे शुड ऑलवेज वर्क इन फेवर ऑफ द कंपनी, राइट? सो दे मस्ट एक्ट इन द बेस्ट इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी एंड द अदर मेंबर्स एज वेल। Duty of care, director must display care in performance in the work assigned। बहुत careful होना चाहिए, लापरवाह नहीं होना चाहिए। He should not be lazy, he should not be careless, he should be careful, okay? Duty not to delegate, director being an agent cannot delegate further। delegate करना मतलब बांटना, काम बांटना, right? So they are not the head of the company to distribute, right? They are the agents, agents माने they are the managers of the company, so they don't have the power to distribute या काम कराना है किसी से, करवा के लेना ही इनका काम नहीं है, काम इन्हीं को करना है because they are the managers, so they cannot delegate। Director is required to perform his functions personally। They may delegate if permitted by the act or the articles or required to be delegated in urgent condition। Until and unless it is urgent, they cannot delegate। So हमने इतना सब देखा तो उससे एक सवाल उठता है बच्चे लोग, आर द डायरेक्टर्स एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ द कंपनी? क्योंकि हमने देखा डायरेक्टर्स बहुत सारे काम करते हैं, राइट? बट कैन वी गिव देम द नेम एम्प्लॉइज? तो सबसे पहले यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एन एम्प्लॉय। तो आप लोग मुझे बता सकते हो आपकी क्या राय है इस पे, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एम्प्लॉय? वेरी गुड। सो एम्प्लॉय का मतलब क्या होता है, ही इज अपॉइंटेड बाय समबडी, है ना? तो उसके कुछ रेस्ट्रिक्शंस होते हैं, कुछ लिमिटेशंस होते हैं, एंड उसको कुछ कंडीशंस डाले जाते हैं, टर्म्स डाले जाते हैं अंडर विच ही हैज टू फंक्शन। But do you think directors are put under certain boundaries, under certain restrictions? Chalo, let's see what your book says and what your knowledge says. Match hota hai ki nahi? Let's have a look. Directors are the elected representative of the company's shareholders with well-defined rights and powers. Agree karte ho? All right. Whereas the status of an employee is within the limits of his contract of service, and his employer holds the ultimate control to guide his activities and functions। है ना, हमेशा उसके सर पे कोई सुपरवाइजर होगा, कोई बंदा होगा जिसको वो रिपोर्ट कर रहा है, राइट? सो एवरी नाउ एंड देन ही हैज टू कीप हिज सुपरवाइजर अपडेटेड कि आज ये हो गया, ऐसा हो गया, वो हो गया। सो गेटिंग दैट इज व्हाट इज एन एम्प्लॉय डज। Now these limits cannot be applied to the directors as there are many roles which are performed by them, जो हमने अभी भी देखा, and just now we saw what are the powers and duties as directors। So we can divide them into 3 different roles। Director's role as an agent, so we can say directors are the agent, they have to do all the work personally, they cannot delegate, they cannot distribute, they cannot divide the work। Managing partners, as we saw the very first point, they are the elected representatives of the shareholders, उन्हीं में से elect करके उनको लाया गया है, so that is why they are the managing partners and they are the trustees of the company। सो बेसिकली जो मैंने तुमसे अभी सवाल पूछा, ये सारी लिमिट्स you cannot apply to the director because you can apply the limit only to employee of the company. So I had asked you, are directors employees of the company? तो इसका जवाब होगा the directors cannot be regarded as employees of the company because तुम directors को restrict नहीं कर सकते. You cannot define the boundaries under which the directors have to work because the directors have to go out of their way to manage the company. So are you all clear with this topic, बच्चे लोग? Everyone? Okay. Now you will see ये क्या आ गया है. So please look and say, have a look at this. इससे तो आप familiar होंगे. This is one of the best, ongoing web series currently. But मैं किसी चोरी की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. Yes, the one thing I can relate with money is this thing which comes in our mind, right? The money heist, La Casa de Papel. So it was related to a web series wherein robbery is planned, right? But मैं यहाँ पे कोई चोरी की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. I just showed you the pic because the next topic that we are gonna discuss is remuneration of a director. So we'll be talking about the money, the salary of a director. All right. So let's have a look. Remuneration of director under section 197. The managerial personnel of the company, that is the directors, the managing directors, hold the managerial position, and this entitles them to get managerial remuneration. Of course, they won't be working under 10,000, 20,000, no, because they are the directors, the main board hai wo log. तो उनका salary भी manager level का होना चाहिए because they put lot of their efforts in managing the company, right? So it may be in the form of monthly payments like salary milta hoga, specified percentage of net profits or commission, and sitting fees for attending the board meetings or committee meetings. तो आप देख रहे हो, they are getting n number of types of income. They may get monthly salary, ठीक है? Then the net profits the company earns, उसका certain percentage also they are getting as commission. And the sitting fees. Now, what do you mean by sitting fees? See, the explanation is given. The director is given fees to attend the board or committee meeting. So when you are telling a specific director कि अपना काम छोड़ के please come and attend this meeting because this is very important. तो वो meeting attend करने के लिए, that committee meeting, that board meeting attend करने के लिए भी they are getting fees, which may be up to 1 lakh rupees. At the same time, there is no automatic entitlement of remuneration of director. As per the Act also, the total managerial remuneration payable by a public company to its director or MD, etc., should not exceed 11% of the net profit in a financial year. So whatever remuneration a public company की अगर मैं बात करूं, अगर वो अपने directors को दे रहा है, so it cannot go more than 11% of the net profit. ठीक है? So मान लो अगर 10 लाख का टर्नओवर है पब्लिक कंपनी का, so उसका 11% आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. So what can be 10 लाख का 11%? So 10 lakh into 11 upon 100. तो 10 लाख में कितने zeros होते हैं पहले तो आप लोग को वो पता होना चाहिए, right? A lakh has 5 zeros, so 10 lakh will have 6 zeros into 11 upon 100. So I think which will go to approx 1,10,000. So this can be the remuneration of a director as per public company. Just एक example दिया है तो आप लोग अंदाजा लगा सकते हो. But 11% के ऊपर you cannot exceed. इसमें sitting fees excluded है, it is not included. मतलब एक sitting fees, एक sitting fees उसका 1 lakh तक जाता है. Fees attending one meeting. तो ऐसे ही fees attending many meetings आप सोच सकते हो. 2 meeting का 2 लाख, 3 meeting का 3 लाख. ये extra remuneration उसका होता है, which is called as sitting fees. So we saw the remuneration of the director. So basically हम first topic बहुत अच्छे से complete कर रहे हैं in detail. ना हमने बहुत सारे पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स देखे बच्चे लोग, उनका रोल देखा, पावर देखा, उनको एम्प्लॉय नहीं माना जाता ये भी देखा. Then we saw what earning a director has. Now we will see under certain conditions if the director is not suitable for the company. कुछ situations में ऐसा लगता है the director is not fitting in the company's frame, तो उसको निकाला भी जा सकता है. So now we are going to see the removal of a director. A director may be removed from his office by the shareholders under section 169 subsection B tribunal under section 402. Vacation of office by a director. Vacation मतलब छुट्टियों की बात नहीं हो रही, हमेशा के लिए छुट्टी हो रही है, हम वो देख रहे हैं. All right. Okay, so under section 167 of the act, the office of a director shall automatically become vacant. तो automatically director की position खाली हो जाएगी if these cases appear in the company. So what are these cases बच्चे लोग? Number one, any disqualification under section 164. So disqualified मतलब क्या हो गया? A person cannot be appointed as a director if he is of unsound mind. अगर वो पागल है, insolvent, कंगाल है, convicted by the court, उस पे कोर्ट केस चल रहा है, तो he won't be appointed as the director of the company. Absentee at the board meeting under section 167. तो मेरे प्यारे बच्चे लोग, आपने चैप्टर 10 का 4th लेटर देखा था ना, प्रोविजंस रिगार्डिंग वार्निंग. डायरेक्टर को वार्निंग दिया जाता है इफ अ डायरेक्टर इज कंटिन्यूअसली रिमेनिंग एब्सेंट फॉर अ बोर्ड मीटिंग. दैट इज 1 साल के पीरियड के दौरान अगर 4 बोर्ड मीटिंग हो रही है और वो 3 बोर्ड मीटिंग्स में एब्सेंट है, then he is given a warning कि अगर आपने नेक्स्ट बोर्ड मीटिंग अटेंड नहीं करी, so then automatically as per section 167 you have to vacate your office. तो इससे रिगार्डिंग हमने ऑलरेडी लेटर देखा हुआ है. Contravention of provisions of act. The director has acted in contravention of provision of section 184, which is about entering into contracts or arrangement where he is directly or indirectly interested. Contravention of provision का मतलब है when he is a director of the company, he cannot enter into any contract or arrangements directly or indirectly जो उसके खुद के फायदे का हो. So that means he is putting his फायदा before company's फायदा. Got it? तो इस टाइप के डायरेक्शन में अगर वो पकड़ा जाता है तो automatically he will be removed from the office. Failure to disclose personal interest. अभी हमने देखा ना, अगर डायरेक्टर का कोई पहचान का है and if he is not showing any personal interest and अपना ही सेटिंग लगा के उसको कंपनी में घुसा दिया and बाद में पता चला कंपनी वालों को अरे this person had a connection with this particular person, then उस केस में again the director will be removed. So in any case he has to disclose the personal interest if any अगर he is having. I hope you all are understanding बच्चे लोग and finding no difficulty up till now. Okay. Disqualification by court or tribunal. The director has to vacate the office if he has been disqualified by an order of a court or tribunal. कोर्ट के तरफ से उस पे केस चल रहा है, कोर्ट के तरफ से ऑर्डर आया, तो he cannot be appointed as director of the company. Imprisonment for an offense. Director has to vacate the office if he is convicted by the court for an offense involving moral grounds or otherwise and is sentenced to imprisonments of 6 महीना और ज्यादा. So कोर्ट के तरफ से कोई केस चल रहा है या महाशय को 6 महीने से ज्यादा की जेल की सजा सुनाई गई है, so he cannot be appointed as the director of the company. Provision of the act. The director has to vacate the office if director is removed under the provision of companies act. Act को अगर फॉलो नहीं किया, उसके अगेंस्ट गए, कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट किया, तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली द डायरेक्टर विल बी रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द कंपनी. सो मेरे प्यारे बच्चे, विद दिस द लेक्चर एंड्स एंड आई होप यू ऑल आर क्लियर विद द वेरी फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सोनल ऑफ द कंपनी, दैट इज डायरेक्टर. तो अपने चैप्टर का पहला हिस्सा यहाँ पे खत्म होता है. So stay tuned and keep watching for the next parts of the videos which will be uploaded. And इस बार अपना chapter, अपना जो lecture है, वो focus करेगा on the second part of the chapter, that is key managerial personnel. So till then, if you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel and share across the word and link for the same. Take care, stay safe till we meet in our next lecture. So thank you so very much, Bachalo, for patiently listening to me and being with me throughout the lecture. And I hope you all attend the next lectures this sincerely as well. So on this note, I pack for the day. See you in the next lecture.